Hi, so I'm in my garden today and somebody has asked me why I carpet gardens. Now my neighbours have been doing some great fantastic work on my garden, and I'm going to just show you why I do carpet places. So first of all, I'm going to show you a lot of very high weeds, and then I'll show you why I carpet. Okay, so here we go. Aha, right. So this over here is just masses and masses and masses, and you can see how high some of these weeds have grown, right? And I'm on the border of this. I'm going to be asking the owners of this area if I can look after it. Right, now let me just show you now my own garden, which is uncarpeted. So over here you can see we're doing a lot of work and digging up and so on, and you can see a little bit of carpet down over here. In fact, the whole area was carpeted to prevent those weeds from growing as high as you've seen just now. And if I show you just the herb garden we're growing over here, so you can see down on that part of the garden some steps and a whole bunch of herb gardens. Now again, all of that was carpeted, and if I show you, you can see here's all the carpet, and you can see over time it's got muddy. And over here, this is where we've just taken the carpet off, and you can see hardly any weeds. As I go on further, you can see actually I've carpeted a heck of a lot more over here. You see that? Loads and loads of carpet, just tons of carpet. Now in the old days I used to have to go around cutting these things down at least every year per house, and in fact I carpeted a house when I threw out some old carpets. And my gardener at the time removed all my carpet. He said this is stupid, which is, you know, a crazy thing, because he'd never heard of anyone carpeting the weeds. And he thought, like many people do when I do some of these crazy things, many people think, well, Ben, you know, this is just not standard, and he removed it and put weed killer down, and of course it grew up and again, and I had neighbors complaining about one of the houses. So after a while he actually started doing what I did, and when he's got to look after a landlord's place with his students, and they're very bad at looking after gardens, he's carpeted the areas where the weeds grow and they don't look after those areas. So that's why. And now over time, this, by the way, has been carpeted for a little while. Over time, as I have time, I can then grow the garden and develop it quite a bit. Let me show you some other fantastic areas in my garden which my neighbors have been working on for me. So you see that we're currently working on this area, and this will probably take another year or so. It's only my little neighbours, and you can see over there, and I'll take you over there, the other area which they've kind of 80% developed, I would say. So we'll go over to there. We'll go over there. I'll take you over there in a second. But let's just have a look. So this is just a bit of stairs to get me up to that level, and over here it's still a bit rubbly, and we've still got little bits and pieces going. Now all these stones they've put down on this area, and for my friends who are fantastic with understanding herbs, I'm not. I just understand that this one is lavender, and that's about it. Probably over time I'll get to know these herbs a bit better. And before, this used to be, again, very overgrown. Look, I like this little purple one here. Nice purple flower. Huh. It used to be very overgrown. Okay, so moving quickly on so that I can end this little garden cast, shall we call it. Maybe one day I'll get to interview Madeleine, who has been sorting it out. Oh, my garden, look at this grass. This grass is fantastic. It used to be overgrown with moss because I just don't have the time, I suppose, to look after my garden. And so all of this was grass. Every bit that you're seeing used to be grass. I had this bit built here. This is the little cubby place to sit and look at the world. If I sat over here, I can see like way abroad. And so this has been grown. My neighbour grew this. I don't know what it is. One day I'll find out. I'll probably take her around. Now, all of this that you're seeing used to be grass, and it was, if I look down, it used to be a big hill. So they've developed this into a lovely area, and I can walk on these little sleepers, railway sleepers, to get to different areas of the grass, well, of the garden. If we move down a bit further, look at these little steps that have been created, give you a little panorama view. And this bit over here is just being, well, this is the 20% that is still being under development. So looking upwards now, this is the garden area, and I do like this. It's fantastic. All right, so that's why I carpet my gardens. Hope you've enjoyed this little chat, and speak to you later.